one of the biggest prices a woman pays for being with the wrong man is losing herself. Now, we can make the argument that she has not found herself to begin with, which is what allows her to even be with the wrong man. Because when you don't know who you are, you don't really understand who fits into your life. Or even if we go beyond that, when you don't know where you're headed in life, purpose and things of that nature, you don't know who belongs on that path with you. So that creates a situation where we start picking and choosing individuals based off of other criteria that isn't as important as alignment, all right? And alignment starts with you knowing who you are and what you need to be doing. But let's just say you have a good idea of who you are. Let's just say you have a somewhat of a foundation. No one's perfect, right? And you get with this wrong man, let's just say, because no matter how great you are, no matter how much foundational work you've done, you're human. And as a human being, as a woman, you may have moments of vulnerability, moments where loneliness gets the best of you, moments where family pressure gets the best of you, biological clocks from some of your perspectives. There's various different reasons that a woman can kind of get caught up in, and it allows her to go away from maybe her principles and values and the things that she knows is best because she wants to accomplish having that relationship. And so now you get with this wrong man, so to speak, and because he's wrong, listen, it's never going to be what it needs to be. It might start off nice, but at some point it's going left. And even if it starts off nice, you're going to see red flags. You're going to recognize some things, but you might be able to live with it initially. But at some point, things are going to start to go left. Things are going to start to fall apart. And now what happens to a lot of women is, one, in either trying to keep this thing together from the beginning, she's trying to fit into a box she never belonged in. She's trying to be the type of woman she really isn't or isn't happy being because she wants to make him happy. And this becomes especially true when the situation, when the relationship starts to take some left turns. Because now in this anxious, this desire to want to make it work, especially when you've already given so much time and energy, I always say it's very difficult for a woman, for a person in general, to walk away from an investment they've made emotionally, all right? And hell, for some people, financially and all kinds of other things. And so now, even though deep inside you know he's not really the right guy or the best guy for you, you're trying hard to get a return on your investment. You're trying hard to validate the decision you made to be with this dude. And so now, in again, trying to hold on to him or hold on to the relationship, it's not really him. Like, you're not really attached to him as much as you are attached to the situation, attached to the dream that you have of what this could become, attached to the hope of maybe kids, a family, all these different things. And in what's for some may be desperation of trying to hold on to that, you compromise yourself even more. And you dig an even deeper hole of, again, being something that you're not. But here's the unfortunate, or just the reality of it. You can't sustain that. At some point, the real you is going to come out. At some point, you're going to wake up and say, I can't do this. This is why, kind of a side note real quick. Whenever I hear on the internet people talking about how women could be married for years, wake up one day and want a divorce, and they use that to like attack the whole angle of why a man shouldn't get married and all this other nonsense. It irks me because I'm like, y'all really think this woman was cool for X amount of years and just one day woke up and said, I don't want to do this no more? That woman's been battling herself for years. That woman has had a desire to walk away from this long before that day that she finally said this is done. Now, I'm never going to rule out the possibility that sometimes this might actually be the case for some rare situations. I know as being a coach that for many years, over 12 years now, that's not what happens. That's not how it typically goes down, all right? And what I'm talking about as far as losing yourself, that's kind of what happens in some of these situations where the woman has lost herself and then one day wakes up like, what the hell's going on here? What have I become? What have I accepted? And now she can't do it anymore. So I'm not going to keep this point going because I got some more points to make, but understand that losing yourself is definitely a price a lot of women pay. And you got to be careful because for some people, it can take them a long time to regain themselves. All right. And we don't want that to happen because the longer you are not back in tune with who you truly are, the longer you'll be on a path that isn't truly best for you. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. Relationships are the key to a successful life. But there's 5 areas that we have to be mindful of when it comes to relationships. There's relationship with God, relationship with ourselves, relationship with family and friends,